refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counting me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse. Mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like told me, keep on running, toes they gon' take them. Refuse to lose, built to win. Applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counting me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counting me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Dave's Doghouse. I am doing a live coverage for the NBA draft that's taking place right now as we speak. It has already been announced that Cooper Flag will be drafted #1 overall to the Dallas Mavericks. I'm pretty sure that's no surprise to anyone, although they did have that surprising trade earlier this season with Luka. But Cooper Flag will be a Dallas Maverick, so that is automatically happened. I don't know what y'all think Coop gonna be like in this first season. Y'all think he gonna win Rookie of the Year? Y'all think it's automatic? I don't know. Hey, that's my guy. Duke, my favorite college basketball team, so I'm hoping he has success, of course. But man, look, I'm excited about today. I'm happy to be hosting this live. I'm appreciative for everyone that's tuning in. Please make sure you comment, like, subscribe, share this. Like I said, I'm live right now on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and X. So if you're watching any of those, or if you're available and you want to come on and talk about the draft or have some thoughts on the draft, let me know. I'll see the invite so you can come on the show. Anybody can come on as long as you stay professional and no cursing, of course. So if you want to come in and get on the show, let me know. But yeah, it's official. Cooper Flag has been drafted #1 overall. #1 overall. Cooper Flag. So I guess I can just go ahead and do the sound. Dallas Mavericks are selecting Cooper Flag overall, #1 overall in the NBA draft. Shout out to my boy Kev, the Dallas Mavericks fan in my NBA chat with R2L. He's excited to know that he got Cooper Flag. Also, I'm also gonna be updating y'all whenever a trade happens during the draft. If it's a bombshell that's happening, you're gonna hear this sound. That's how you know that somebody got traded or somebody moved up in the draft. That's how you know that. But once a pick is made, I'll go ahead and do that draft sound and let you guys know. But yeah. How y'all doing today? Y'all doing all right tonight? I know y'all excited about the draft to see what your team's going to get. If your team has a first round pick, I'm interested to see what's going to happen with. I'm interested to see what's going to happen with the Miami Heat. I'm a Miami Heat fan, so I want to know what Miami's going to do. Yeah, I know, Kev. That's a heck of a lineup for bigs. Cooper Flag, Gaffer, Lively, and you still got PJ Washington too. That's a heck. And Anthony Davis. You got 5 guys that can really play good defense already on the team. So, yeah, I know you want to make sure you get something out of him if he gets traded. So we'll see, man. we'll see. We will see. Um, thank you again for whoever's watching live right now. Like I said, I'm gonna be updating y'all as soon as a pick gets made. Um, and this is just me coming from having my sources and announcing it before you see it on TV. Um, so if you're watching TV and you're watching me, you just let me know how accurate I am and how fast my picks are coming in as well. Because if you watch the NFL draft, that we had earlier this year, you would have seen exactly what I was talking about. Shout out to Carl, by the way. He's Mr. CTC himself. He hosted the NFL draft show. My show, my actual show, I will be going live again tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then Saturday. Time is to be determined, but I will be having another show coming up this at least on Saturday. Do y'all think Cooper Flag will eventually become a top 5 player in the NBA? I've heard some people say that his ceiling is Andre Karolinko. Some people say that he could be a young KG. I don't know. I heard Perk say that he is a LeBron James, and if LeBron James and someone else had a baby, that would be Cooper Flag. I don't know if he's LeBron James just yet. That's a heck of a comparison right now. But I do think he's better than some people are trying to say. Some people are saying that he's not going to be franchise changing. I think it's possible he could be franchise changing. Some people think he's going to be just a great role player or just a good player in the NBA. I think he's going to be a little bit better than that, at least. Okay, yeah, that's a little better. At least an all star. Some people are saying that he's not even the all star material. So I think some people were just being outlandish with that. Um, Tony Allen said that he would be like Andre Karolinko, which is not a bad comparison, honestly. Look at Tomo. Look at Tomo. Tomo, of course, Mr. Wizard himself, who, you got to tell me how you feel, my guy. Your Wizards that made a trade. Pool party is now gone. He's now in New Orleans. You got some vets coming over. So we'll see. Yeah, I already announced it, so I'm not going to announce it again. But I'm guessing they just now announced that Cooper Flag is number one overall. Everybody knew that was going to happen, so it's no point in me announcing it again. Ooh, will he be the best player in the draft? That's a good question. That's a good question, Kev. I don't know. What y'all think? I know it's more people watching than just the two people that's commenting. Y'all think Cooper Flag gonna be the best player in the draft? Y'all think it's without question? Do y'all think it's gonna be Dylan Hopper? Do you think it'll be VJ Edgecombe out of Baylor? Do you think it'll be, Ace Bailey? Who do y'all think it is? Trey Johnson out of Texas. Who y'all think is gonna be the best? Trey? Trey Johnson? That's possible. I could see that. He's to me, I think he's the best shooter in the draft right now. But I like the way Coop plays on offense and defense. I think he definitely needs to work on his late game situations as far as like handling the ball. I think he definitely needs to work on that. But he's young; he's only 18, so but he got to work on that because early in the college basketball season he had issues with that. And he improved later in the year, but he wasn't like clutch. And I mean, he's 17. The boy, the man got played into decided to go to the draft early. He just started to play college early. He reclassified. So just saying, it's a little something. Yeah, facts. It's not even just Kyrie. Derek Lively too. He got two Duke ties there. Derek Lively is there as well. So he got two guys from Duke on the same team as him. So he pretty much he went from the brotherhood to the professional brotherhood. That's all he did. He ain't really changed too much. Yeah, yeah. And it's a good thing that they re-signed Kyrie too. The facts, Tomo. He really bleeds blue. Facts, really bleed blue. But yeah, I think that development is really gonna help out a lot because of everything. Hey, I ain't mad at that. Lively definitely can be. Lively work more on his post game. I think if Lively goes go work with Hakeem, he can definitely be a franchise type player. I got people just now. I got sources just now saying that they drafted Flag. I announced this maybe like 5-10 minutes ago, but it's official. His Cooper Flag will secure a 4 year, $62.7 million contract with the Dallas Mavericks, including $13.8 million this season. So he's going to make about 14 million in his first season alone. AD, Kyrie, and Coop on the same team. Heck of a lineup, man. Boom, 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 boom. Now let's see who's going to be. Let's see if the Spurs stay where they at and draft um, Dylan Harper. I think that's possible. I'm hearing the Hornets might be trading their number 4 overall pick too. So we'll see. We'll see what comes with that. Shout out to Coop, man. Another point guard. I mean, Cal. I mean, go sign CP3. It's not a bad move to go sign CP3 right now. He's still a really good. He's still a good player at his age right now and a vet. And he's healthy too. He played just about the entire season last year, I believe. So he healthy and he can still help the team out while Kyrie is out. Because Kyrie's going to be out for at the very most the first half of the season, like the first year. 2025, you won't see him on the floor. But there is a possibility that he can be there. He can be there in like January, February 2026. I don't know, Kev. I think he is still there. I'm not sure. I think he is still there, but mm, I don't know. Let's see. I should have time to do that. Now we have the San Antonio Spurs on the clock, of course. So let's change that ticker on the bottom because it's no longer the Dallas Mavericks. They made their pick already. Yeah, I know the ACC had the number 1 overall pick in the NFL and in the NBA. Yeah, Cam Ward, University of Miami, Cooper Flag, dude, both of the teams that I like. Both of my 2 favorite college teams, both of their best players became number 1 overall pick. So, saying a little something. The San Antonio Spurs are selecting Dylan Harper. Okay, sorry, I didn't do that right. San Antonio Spurs have selected Dylan Harper with the number 2 overall pick. He is officially a San Antonio Spur. So he joins De'Aaron Fox and Wemby on that team, along with Stephen Castle, and those guys. So Dylan Harper, you are now a San Antonio Spur. Congratulations. What y'all think about Dylan Harper? I think he fits what San Antonio's doing now. Greg Pop is now in the front office. They have a new head coach. So, what y'all think about Dylan Harper to San Antonio? Dallas got a really good team. That could definitely make even though Kyrie's out, I think they still have a good enough team to be able to make the playoffs this year. San Antonio is definitely building the nucleus around Wemby. Going to go trade for D Fox. Didn't give up any draft capital really to get De'Aaron Fox. Also, was not going to give up a lot in the Kevin Durant trade. He ended up going to Houston, and they still got Dylan Harper. So, pretty good start. Pretty good start for San Antonio. Don't know if they can make the playoffs this year, but I think in the next 2 years at least, next year or two, I think that could definitely happen. Dylan Harper. All right. All right, Dylan Harper. 76 is on the clock. Are they going to trade this pick? Are they going to trade this pick? Dylan Harper last season averaged 19.4 points per game, 4.6 rebounds, 4 assists, 1.4 steals, and shot 48.4% from the field in college. Now he's a Spur. You got Wemby, Stephen Castle, Dylan Harper, like I said, and De'Aaron Fox. What's going to happen with those guys, man? I think that's a good line. That's a pretty good team too. Those are some really good young players. Keldon Johnson, Jeremy Sochan, Devin Vassell, Harrison Barnes, Julian Champagne. That's some nice young talent. Harrison Barnes is really the vet on the team. And I guess you can count De'Aaron Fox as a vet, sort of. But still young. What up, Mikey? What's going on? Thank you for tuning in, my guy. Again, I'm gonna say this like I said before. I am open to having someone come on the show. So if you're available to come on and talk a little bit about these draft picks, come on the show. I'll send you an invite. So there's an open invite to come on the show. Just got to make sure that, you're not in a loud background, of course, and you keep things professional. As long as you do that, we all good. What's Philly going to do? I think that's the question right now. I think this is where stuff might start to move if something happens. Is what's Philly going to do? Stay on the clock now. 76 is y'all on the clock. I know y'all. From what I'm hearing, they're not going to trade. They're trying to keep the big three, but the only one that might be traded right now is Paul George. And they might be moving the pick as well. So who knows? Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I'm hearing some teams are high on Walter Clayton Jr. from out of Florida too. Where do y'all think he'll end up? I think Jeremiah Fears is going to be top 5 as well. Oh, I'm hearing that. Oh, I get to play the song. Although no trade just happened, I'm hearing that the Chicago Bulls are looking to trade Lonzo Ball or Kobe White. So Lonzo Ball or Kobe White, teams out there, if you want to go get you a point guard, you got two in Chicago that's looking to be on the move. So call Chicago, see what you can get, see what you got to give up to get those guys. Shouldn't be too much to give up Lonzo Ball, but Kobe White pretty much had a good year last year. So what's going to happen with him? I don't know. Thankful for more people that's tuning in. I see the numbers are still going up. Keep inviting people. Keep having people watch. Let's get it, man. Let's get it cracking. If you're just now coming in, the Chicago Bulls are looking to trade Lonzo Ball or Kobe White. And if you haven't watched the draft already or haven't gotten the news, Cooper Flag was number 1 overall to the Mavericks, and Dylan Harper was number 2 overall to the San Antonio Spurs. Brooklyn Nets got 4 number 1 picks today. So they're going to be drafting 4 times today, and they may use 1 or 2 of those picks to move up, because they're trying to get they want to have 2 lottery picks. They only have 1 at the moment. And I think that's the number 9 selection, if I remember correctly. No, I'm wrong. That's 8. So 8. Sorry. So they're 8th overall. 76 is staying where they are. They made the selection. The 76ers will draft VJ Edgecombe out of Baylor. According to sources, that is exactly where they're going. So they will not be trading their pick. They have made their selection. Where J-Mo at? J-Mo, you got VJ Edgecombe, man. VJ Edgecombe out of Baylor is now with Philly. Dang, you got Tyrese Maxey, Jerry McCain, and VJ Edgecombe. Is VJ Edgecombe gonna be coming off the bench? Or is Jared coming off the bench? I guess I'm kind of confused with that. And you still got Still got PG, but I mean, PG gonna be at the 3. Hmm, that's interesting. Because Maxi not getting. VJ from Baylor. It's looking like it might be possible. It's looking like it might be possible. Now, with that with that happening now, the Charlotte Hornets are on the clock. So what are the Hornets going to do? I don't know. I don't know. Hornets on the clock. They were talking about trading their pick earlier today. The Pelicans were in conversation with them to move up to 4. Um, the Pelicans are the other team that Ace Bailey is. From what I've heard, Ace Bailey wants to play for. So if Ace Bailey doesn't get drafted here, then I think he's more likely going to be drafted number 6 overall by the Wizards. Because I don't believe Utah's going to draft him. He hasn't even had a workout with them or anything like that. So I think he might be going to Washington if he doesn't get drafted at this moment. Yeah, New Orleans and Charlotte were in discussions to where wait. Hold on. Yeah. There's multiple teams expressing desire to move up. So Charlotte's talking to multiple teams right now. I saw something, but I want to make sure that it's right before I announce it. If I see another one, then I'll announce it because it seems I saw something that somebody got picked already for Charlotte at 4. It's not Ace Bailey though, so Ace Bailey is not getting drafted right now. If they keep the pick, then I don't know. Yeah. Hey, it's looking like it. It's looking like it, Tomo. Not gonna lie, it's looking like it. You won't be too mad at this pick if he comes there. All right, I'm just waiting. I'm waiting. I saw one thing, but I don't want to announce it yet until I see another source confirm it. No, that's facts. I, I saw something where somebody said Sham don't need to spoil your picks. He the competition retired. He won. He ain't retired. The man just went to go do something else. He went to venture somewhere else. Shout out to Adrian Wojnarowski, man. Shout out to Woj. All right, what's happening? Charlotte, what's happening, man? I ain't hear nothing yet. All right, all right, got it. I got it now. The Charlotte Hornets are drafting Duke player Con Knuppel at number 4 overall. So Ace Bailey is still on the board. Con is now with the Charlotte Hornets. That's actually a pretty good. He's a sharpshooter, and he clutched too, especially at the free throw line. So that's a nice draft pick for Charlotte. That's a nice draft pick for Charlotte. Mavericks are selling flag jerseys already. They had them things ready. They were ready, and they got a number on it already too. They had to have known what it was going to be for a while. Ace Bailey still on the board. Ace Bailey still on the board. I bet it is a nice pick, Tomo. Your team ain't, they ain't drafted the guy that you wanted. So I bet it is a good pick. Utah Jazz are now on the clock. I think Jeremiah Fears might be drafted here. Jeremiah Fears or Trey Johnson. I think one of those two guys will be drafted at this spot. Not sure if they'll draft a big man or not because they still have Walker Kessler. That would make sense if they did that. Oh, they got some perimeter shooting. Charlotte ranked last in effective field goal percentage last season, and a need for them was perimeter shooting, and they got that with Con. The Duke got 2 players drafted in the top 5. Can they make it 3 in the top 10? I think Kamal Malawak is going to be drafted in the top 10 too. Good luck, Con. Go ball out in Charlotte, my boy. Shams just posted the news on Twitter. I already announced it, my guy. I already announced it. Yeah, a little late, my guy. Come on. More people watch. More people watch. Let's get it, y'all. Utah, what's going to happen at 5? I don't believe Ace Bailey gets drafted here. I think he gets past 5, which is what he wanted. Unless New Orleans finds a way to move up to 5. That's the only way I see him getting drafted right now. Because he doesn't want to play for Utah, from what I've been hearing. We haven't had a bombshell trade happen yet, but it's NBA draft, so you're going to hear something. Y'all got any predictions? Any trades y'all think might happen? Any players y'all think might be? Who do y'all think might fall in the draft? Do y'all think that there's a player that will fall past where they should have been drafted? Outside of Ace, because I think Ace was more than likely supposed to be 3rd overall, but he didn't want to go to certain places. So allegedly, that's what I've been hearing. I'm not saying that's actually official, but Ace not going past 6. I don't believe. After 5, the Wizards are drafting him at 6. Ace technically already failed because he's not 3. But I think Ace gets drafted at 6. Although it would be cool. It wouldn't be bad if they drafted Trey at 6. If they drafted Trey Johnson at 6, that wouldn't be bad. But I think ultimately it will be Ace at 6 at least. I don't think he gets past that. And if he gets past 6, then New Orleans has definitely drafted him at 7 because they've been trying to move up to draft him. So he ain't getting past 7. He will be a top 10 pick. If you get past the Wizards, I'll be shocked because that's one of the teams he wanted to go to, the Wizards and the Pelicans. I'll be shocked if he gets past Washington. I'll be even more shocked if he gets past New Orleans because they've been trying to move up. And I believe they've been trying to move up to draft him. I don't think they're trying to draft anybody else. Hornets got a nice little lineup, though. It ain't dangerous, but it's cool. You got LaMelo Ball, Con Knuckle, Brandon Miller, Miles Bridges, and Mark Williams. It's not a bad lineup. They could definitely score. Con can play a little bit of defense. He's not the best defender, but he can play some defense. So we'll see. What will happen here? Uh-oh. Looks like he ain't getting past where he at right now. So, in a shocking move, the Utah Jazz are drafting Ace Bailey, number 5 overall. So, he is not going to Washington. Yikes. Sorry, Tomo, but you're not getting him. He's gone to Washington. He's gone to Utah. Woo! I was not expecting that. That was shocking. Okay. I guess that's the first surprising one. I'm sorry, Tomo. I'm sorry. Hey, if you're free, come on and you talk, at least talk about your trade. You know, your trade happened, and nobody talked about the Wizards trade yet. So it can never give you nice things. I'm sorry, Tomo. I apologize, my guy. Thought they'd do you better, but I guess not. I don't know. I don't know if he stays there. I think they might trade him. I don't know. I don't know if he stays with the Jazz because he rejected a workout there. So I'm actually surprised that they drafted him because he rejected a workout for the Jazz. Mm. Oh no, definitely take care of that migraine, my guy. I know how the migraines can be. Them things can be lethal. So trust me, I understand. Oh, they're not moving him, they keeping him. Excuse me. So not only are they drafting him, they keeping him. So he ain't going nowhere. Oh wow, that's interesting. I don't know. Maybe he already knew he was going to be drafted at Utah. I don't know. Maybe this was the move to get drafted by Utah. I don't know. And I think I know who Washington is drafting too. I think I might know. Yeah, Kev, you hear it? You hear it? You hear it? My phone's buzzing like crazy. Buzzing. Yeah, he did work out with the Wizards. Um he liked the Nets too, but he also wanted to go to the Pelicans. I don't want to spoil you anything, Thomas. So I'm not going to tell you exactly who y'all drafted yet until it's confirmed. But let me at least change the banner so y'all know who's next. Yes, sir. You know it. You know it, Kev. Ace Bailey in college averaged 17.6 points per game, 7.2 rebounds, 1.3 blocks, 1.0 steals. And he is now a Utah Jazz. Duke and Rutgers both have had two top five picks in the NBA draft this year. Duke made the Final Four. Rutgers went 15 and 17. But their two players were pretty good. Just didn't amount to wins. Oh man. Hey, you got to remember, Tomo. Danny Ainge is the GM for the Jazz, so that's something that he would do. And Danny Ainge, old school. He don't care. He like, oh, you don't want to come here? I'm gonna draft you anyway. Don't want to work out? It's all good. Still gonna draft you. I saw what I did to see in college. I saw the NBA. I saw the combine. hmm Danny Ainge gonna play, man. If he's saying he gonna draft you and you available, he drafting you. He don't waste time. That was literally the first shakeup of the first round. No, I don't think anybody was expecting the Jazz to draft him right there. I for sure wasn't. Ooh. What Tomo? I got it for you, my guy. The Washington Wizards select Trey Johnson out of Texas University at number 6 overall. University of Texas, sorry. Trey Johnson is now with the Washington Wizards. So I mean, hey, you made it. You still got a good pick. You got Trey Johnson, Tomo. So you should still be happy about this pick. Trey Johnson, a nice shooter. Nice shooter. Nice shooter. Nice shooter. Mmm. There you go. There you go. There you go. Anybody watching the draft? Did they announce it yet? Did they announce it on TV yet? Just let me know. I believe I'm faster. I believe I'm announcing these picks a lot faster than them. Just let me know, y'all. Just let me know. New Orleans Pelicans are now on the clock with the number 7 overall pick. You have Malawak left on the clock right now. Oh, they on commercial break. There you go. There you go. So they on commercial break. Ain't no commercials here. I mean, we got commercials, but it's no point. You know how they be, Tomo. They got to be extra. They got to talk about random stuff on there. They can never just announce the picks and keep it moving. Will my boy get drafted here? Pelicans, y'all gonna do my boy a solid? Yeah, you got you a shooter. You got you a shooter, Tomo. Telling you. Make sure you watch him in the summer league this year. Make sure you watch him in the summer league. Anybody just now tuning in, I have a spot open for you to come on and discuss the NBA draft, or come on here and watch me and join me in announcing these picks. But if not, that's cool. I ain't seen the pick get traded yet. Hey, Tomo, he a bucket. He a bucket. Let me get that answer for you. Try. I believe it's a no. I could be wrong though. No, Pacers do not have a first round pick. No. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. He averaged 19.9 points per game last year. He scored 650 plus points. And he's the best scorer in the draft. So he a certified bucket. Certified bucket. Carl, I wish you was on here. You could further explain some of these players better than I can. But I understand if you're busy. Or eating your Chipotle. Boom, 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 boom. You got Trey Jones, you got Bub Carrington. All good. All good. Carl, y'all don't have a first round pick this year either. I didn't know that. That's awkward. That's I was gonna say who you think y'all. I was gonna ask who you think y'all gonna draft, but y'all don't even have a pick. I mean, don't matter. Y'all was in the playoffs last year, so you ain't tripping for real. Danny Ainge is that man. He makes sure he draft whoever he want. Excuse me. Okay, pick is in. The New Orleans Pelicans are drafting Jeremiah Fears, number 7 overall. Jeremiah Fears, point guard, Oklahoma. Boom, 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 boom. We at 8 now. What Brooklyn gonna do? Brooklyn's in the house. Brooklyn's in the house. What's gonna happen with Brooklyn? This is their first of their 4 first round picks that they have this year. So you're going to see them draft 4 times tonight, unless they make a trade to get back into the um, lotteries, or at least in the top 14. Yeah, I remember I heard rumors that Oklahoma City was looking to move up too. So we'll see what happens. Yeah. Ace Bailey did not want to go to Utah, but they drafted him anyway. They're probably going to use him as leverage to get some more stuff. Come on, man. Somebody draft my boy Kamal Malawak. Let's have 3 Duke players get drafted in the top 10. I know top 14 is a lot though, but hey, let's do top 10. Let's do top 10. Let's do top 10. Oh, Carl, the number one overall pick in the NFL and NBA will both came from my team. So, you know, there's a little something that happened. A little something. Nets on the clock, so they have a chance to get Kamal Malawak. That's their that was their top rated that was their top rated prospect on the board. So now they have the opportunity to draft him. This also it's a possibility of saying that they might be moving Nick Claxton. And crazy thing is all 7 I'm not answering that. All 7 of the first 7 picks were all freshmen. First 7 picks, all freshmen. I get Fears is that's a good replacement for CJ McCollum. Drafting Jeremiah Fears, that's a good replacement for CJ McCollum. You got Jordan Poole, you can move him, put him at the 2, possibly. Appreciate y'all 2 guys. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe to the channel. You will get more updates on my show. And my show is pretty much do highlights and lowlights of everybody in sports. So let's see. Yeah, him and Poole about to trip out. But Poole and Zion really gonna trip out. Don't let it be some baddies um on the sideline in the floor seats. They're going crazy. That might be a night where you see Zion go for 30 and 15 rebounds, and you see Poole go for 25 and 15 and like 25 and hit like 8 threes. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Austin Ainge, president of basketball operations for the Utah Jazz, says that they really like Ace Bailey as a player and it fits in their program. Texas and Oklahoma had the first two SEC players selected in the NBA draft in their first year in the conference. Hmm. Mm, 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 mm-hmm. Yep, Miami gonna keep the pick. I see that too. I don't see Miami making any moves right now. What? This is not a pick I was. The Brooklyn Nets are taking Edgar Demon at number 8 overall. It could be Demon or Demon. I'm not. I tried it to my head and my heart. I might be pronouncing his last name wrong, but that's the number 8 overall pick this year. So it's not Malawak. That's shocking. I was not expecting to see that. Out of Russia, he played at BYU. BYU guard. That's I wasn't expecting that. That was different. That was different. All right. Toronto Raptors on the clock. Hey, they pass him on Malawak. You got your opportunity to draft him now. Yeah, just man, shocking, shocking still. Mm. That was I wasn't expecting him to get picked that soon. That's a very interesting pick. Very very interesting. Mm. Derek Queen hasn't got drafted yet. I wonder where he's going to go. Derek Queen out of Maryland. I don't know. Surprised he didn't get drafted yet. I could see the Suns drafting Derek Queen. The Celtics are rumored to have reached out to the Spurs for a draft trade. Hmm. I wonder what that means. Because I believe the Spurs have two first round picks this year. Yeah, they got one at they got another one at 14. They got two lottery picks. Two lotto picks. We got We at number 9 with the Toronto Raptors. What's happening? What's Toronto going to do? I don't know. I don't know, people. After this next pick, I'm going to take a little short commercial break, like ESPN. Ace don't look too happy to be in Utah from what I see. He don't look too happy. Hey, he's 6'9"? Oh, dang, I didn't know he was that tall. 6'9" point guard. I guess it's not a bad move then, drafting him. Second coming to Kyrie Irving. I don't know about that. I don't know if I'm going to reach there and say that. What y'all think about the pick so far? Which one was the most surprising outside of Ace Bailey? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Tom. That one that one caught me off guard too. I wasn't expecting that. I didn't even hear his name being a top 10 draft pick. That shocked me. I was thinking maybe like Derek Queen or Malawak would be drafted right there. Not this guy. But hey, that's what we watch for. We watch for stuff like this. Hey, already been an hour and some minutes. Who? Okay. The Toronto Raptors are drafting Colin Murray Boyles at number 9 overall. He played for South Carolina. So, Carl, got South Carolina guy drafted number 9 overall. Now the Rockets are on the clock, and I am going to take a commercial break.
Yo, my name is Lambo Anlo.
This is Dimitri.
This is Ed Hahn.
My name is Daryl Julian, and this is
Refuse to lose sports.
Refuse to lose sports.
Refuse to Lose Sports.
Refuse to lose sports.
Mine, it can't be diffused. If You ain't thinking the same, that we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me, like told me, keep on running toes. They gon' take them.
Used to lose, built to win. Applied myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I pay for the cost. I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Applied myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse.
And I'm right back. So before I left, I announced that the Toronto Raptors are selecting Colin Murray Boyles out of South Carolina with the 9th overall pick. Houston Rockets are now on the clock. Houston Rockets just traded for Kevin Durant and were still able to keep their number 10 overall pick. So, well, let's see what happens with that. Let's see what happens now. Because I don't think Malawat's going to get drafted here. I don't think the Rockets need him. They got Steven Adams. They got Sengun. So, dang, those last two picks definitely surprised me. I wasn't expecting those two to get drafted before Derek Queen or Malawat. Leave it to Brooklyn and Toronto to do something different. That was something. That was something. Yeah, those last two are. That was confusing. I don't know much about Colin Murray. Colin Murray Boyles. I see him dunking on a lot of people though. Oh man. Okay. I guess this is a good pick. He can shoot. Oh well, I see Carl's happy. I see Carl's excited about that. So shout out to Carl. Oh boy. Okay. Wizards got another pick, of course. The Raptors are prioritizing defense, playmaking, and toughness, which is why they drafted him ninth overall. He's only 6'6", but 6'6" with a 7'1" wingspan. He shot 9 to 39 from three in college, but say he got a lot of skill. I think right here is where Kamal Malawak gets drafted. I don't think he gets past this. If he gets past this, I'll be surprised. Well, I said it. And I was right. Okay, let's get back to it. The Phoenix Suns are drafting center Kamal Malawak out of Duke University with the 10th overall pick in the 2025 NBA draft. So you got 3 Duke players drafted in the top 10 of the NBA draft this year. Shout out to Duke, man. Shout out to Duke. You got Coop Flag at 1, Khan at 2, and Man at number 10. So let's go. Great job. Great job, guys. Hope y'all have a great career in the NBA. I'm expecting Derek Queen to be drafted pretty soon after this, though. Now we have the Portland Trailblazers on the clock. What's Portland going to do? I don't know. Excuse me. We got a trade. We got the first trade of the night. The Charlotte Hornets are trading center Mark Williams to the Phoenix Suns for the 29th pick tonight and the 2029 first round pick. We got our first trade. We got our first trade of the night. Wow. Okay, Phoenix. Okay. You drafted Malawak and you'll get Mark Williams. Okay. That's a nice way to that's not bad. That's not bad. You gave him 2 first. So the Hornets now have another first round pick this year. Wow. That's interesting. That is interesting. First trade of the night. The Suns and the Hornets. You draft a center and then you go trade for one. You got 2 big men now. Okay, Phoenix. Okay, that's not bad. I think I still need to save some money, but that's not bad. That is not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. So now your front court is Malawak, Mark Williams, and Nick Richards. Okay. All right. Looks like Phoenix ain't have an issue with his physical. Sorry, Lakers. Do the Lakers? The Lakers don't even have a first round pick this year. So Lakers got to wait till tomorrow, I guess. Wow. Nick Richards might be moved to the bench, or he might be on the move again. I don't know. And the 2029 pick is top 5 protected. Okay. I mean, the Rockets, my bad. I was wrong. The Rockets drafted Kamal Malawak. That's still confusing. I didn't think that would happen. Okay. Wait, this is all confusing. So if Phoenix, I guess, I don't know. Let me look at this. Yeah, okay. All right. So I was right. Yeah, Phoenix drafted him. Phoenix drafted him. Okay. Hmm. All right, I'm still confused. I saw one thing said that the Rockets drafted him at 10, but I saw another one that said that the Phoenix Suns drafted him at 10. So was there a trade that happened that I missed? Why is everyone saying Phoenix, but he has on a Rockets hat? I think everybody is getting this wrong because these are some conflicting reports and some conflicting pictures. Because I'm seeing that. Well, never mind. I'll move on. Portland Trailblazers will draft Cedric Coward with the 11th overall pick. So Cedric Coward is the 11th overall pick to the Portland Trailblazers. Chicago Bulls are now on the clock. Mm. Yeah, somebody else confirmed for me though, because I'm still a bit confused on. Sorry, got another bone. The Trailblazers are trading Cedric Coward at number 11 to the Memphis Grizzlies. So this is actually the Memphis Grizzlies pick. It is crazy. It's the trades are starting to happen now. So he goes to the Grizzlies. So Cedric Coward is now with the Memphis Grizzlies. I get that's a replacement for Desmond Bain because they traded Desmond Bain to Orlando this year. Wow. Okay. Okay. All right. So, all right. Back to the number 10th overall pick. I'm now hearing that the Houston Rockets drafted Kamal Malawak, not the Phoenix Suns. I heard some other reports saying that the Phoenix Suns drafted him, but I remembered that it was the Houston Rockets at 10. So I was definitely confused about that. So he's going to Houston. He's not going to Phoenix. He's going to Houston. Okay. That was definitely I don't know. That was confusing. So it is Phoenix. I don't. Right. Did Phoenix get the number 10 overall pick and I didn't know about this? They draft. They That's right. They draft. They use that in that um in the Kevin Durant trade. I forgot. I forgot about that. I forgot. Okay. Well, Chicago Bulls on the clock. Yeah. So he's with the Suns, not Houston. He's with the Suns. The Grizzlies are sending the number 16 overall pick, a 2028 first pick via Orlando, and 2 seconds to Portland for Cedric Coward. So now Portland will pick at 16 since the Grizzlies now have their number since now that they traded Cedric Coward to the Memphis Grizzlies. Okay. Things are starting to shake up. Chicago, it's your turn. It's your spot. What y'all doing, man? What will y'all do? That was the Phoenix Suns. I don't know how I got that wrong. Confused myself. And Chicago Bulls have made their pick. Noah at number 12. The Chicago Bulls are selecting Noah Asenge at number 12. I'm probably saying the last name wrong, but that's who the Chicago Bulls are drafting. So no trade yet for Chicago. Looks like Lonzo Ball is right now still in. They are still, Lonzo Ball still in Chicago, so he has not been moved yet. Nor has Kobe White. Mm, okay. All right, y'all. Chicago Bulls made their pick. Atlanta Hawks are on the clock. What will ATL do? ATL. 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 And then after the Hawks, you got San Antonio. And then to close out the lottery picks in the first round, you have San Antonio. San Antonio's the last one. So Atlanta, it is right back on you. What y'all gonna do? Y'all traded for Kristaps Porzingis. So what's next? What's next? What's next for Chicago? Me no know. Me no know, my friend. Me no know. This is non-NBA related, but I just heard that there's some tragic news that happened in college football. Eastern Michigan football player Elijah Berman tragically died during a motorcycle crash yesterday in Ohio. He was only 17 years old. So to the Elijah's family, prayers go out to you, to your family and friends, and anyone that was that loved him. It's a tragic loss. So prayers go out to them. We have another trade. The Atlanta Hawks are trading the number 13 overall pick to the New Orleans Pelicans for the number 23 pick and an unprotected 2026 first, favorable of New Orleans and Milwaukee. Sources tell ESPN. So, Hawks are no longer on the clock. The Pelicans are back on the clock. So, Pelicans, what you gonna do here? Whoa. Hey, I appreciate everyone who still tuned in. 30 minutes, an hour and 30 minutes in, and people are still watching. Appreciate y'all. Just make sure you hit that like button, you subscribe, and you share. But yeah, man, and comment. And the pick is in. The New Orleans Pelicans are drafting Derek Queen out of University of Maryland. So Queen is now a New Orleans Pelican. Interesting. Zion. You got Derek Queen, DeJounte Murray. You got Jeremiah Fears. Nice little lineup. Okay. All right. Queen got drafted. There you go, Tomo. Here's your Maryland guy. Your Maryland guy got drafted. Your Maryland guy got drafted. What a time. San Antonio is on the clock. San Antonio's on the clock for the last lottery pick in the first round. And then right after them, your brand new NBA champions, Oklahoma City Thunder, will be right after them. Pelicans get their big. They got Derek Queen. That's a nice pickup too. That's a nice pickup. I like that draft pick. I like that draft pick. Wizards got another one at 18. So hold on. Wait a minute. And then Brooklyn. And then, of course, Miami Heat. Derek Queen to New Orleans. Hopefully he don't hang around Jordan Poole and Zion too much outside of the gym. I like this pick. I like this pick from New Orleans though. They struggled in defensive rebounding last year, and Derek Queen is definitely going to help out with that. He's going to help out with that. Yeah, same, Kev. I agree. I think it'd be best when him and Rivette because Zion is. I don't know, man. I don't know. Zion, my guy. Came out of Duke, but yeah, I don't know if that's too good for Derek Queen. I think hopefully he has he's mature enough to know differences to make in decisions outside of the court. So we'll see. Yeah, I agree to be entertaining, but maybe for like 30 games. Zion ain't gonna be there for the whole season. I'll be shocked if he is. I hope that he is. Let me put it that way. I hope that he's there. I hope he plays 60 plus games this year. I hope at least. And he's able to at least help them get to the play in the playoffs, something like that. And we get to see Zion play in some playoff basketball or in some kind of playoff environment. I think it's Vasily Micic is headed back to Charlotte as part of the Mark Williams trade to the Suns. That is being reported by Jake Fisher. So shout out to Jake Fisher for those for that information. San Antonio on the clock though. I mean, they taking their sweet time. They must already know where they what they're going after. If they ain't say nothing yet. Oh no, that's right. Atlanta has that one. Alrighty. Yeah. Micic was originally traded to Phoenix in February as part of the Yusuf Nurkic trade. Oh, I'm sorry. Gotta keep the San Antonio Spurs are drafting Carter Bryant with the 14th overall pick in the 2025 draft. So Carter Bryant to the San Antonio Spurs at at the 14th overall pick, the last lottery pick. Carter Bryant out of Arizona. That's an interesting pick. Still got guys like Walter Clayton Jr. that's out there, so let's see where he goes. And now with them making a pick, your NBA champion, Oklahoma City Thunder, are now on the clock. So let's see what OKC does with their first pick of the first round in the NBA draft this year. Great year by OKC, SGA on the phenomenal year by a guard. MVP, Western Conference MVP, first team All NBA, All Star, scoring title, NBA champion, and NBA Finals MVP. Your dog. I talked about him before. And then Jalen Williams, All NBA defense, All Star, NBA champion at 23 years old. Chet, champ. Isaiah Hartenstein, champ. Alex Caruso, two-time champ. Casey Wallace. Okay. OKC, what you see, what you gonna do, OKC? Huh? Y'all think OKC can repeat? Y'all think they can win this title next year too? Do you think the Rockets can stop OKC from repeating next year? Do you think KD solves that? Or do you think somebody like Minnesota is going to, be better and help out? Can Dallas make a run? Kyrie can possibly be back by like February, March, around that time. Breaking news, Pat Riley is awake. He's not taking a nap. He's awake for the draft. But that's about it. That boy Dairy Queen said I might hit another game winner. Okay, D Queen. Let him know something. Some of these alerts are a little late. This stuff has already happened. Lotto complete. Now we're just finishing up the rest of the first round. Okay, she made their pick. The NBA champion Oklahoma City Thunder will select Thomas Sorber with the 15th overall pick. Okay. Out of Georgetown. Okay. Georgetown got a first. Okay. Georgetown got a number 1 overall pick. Not number 1, but a first round pick this year. Okay. Shout out to Georgetown. DMV. Okay. We got 2 2 DMV college players drafted first round this year. Shout out to Georgetown, man. For y'all that don't know, I'm from DC. I'm born and raised in DC, so this is a little shocking. Wow. Okay. Okay, Thomas Sorber. Okay. All right. Played at Georgetown, and now he's with the Oklahoma City Thunder. Shout out to Thomas, man. Shout out to Thomas. Shout out to DMV having 2 first round picks this year from players that play in the DMV. Yeah, one in DC and one in Maryland. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Shout out to Derek Queen and Thomas Sorber. Shout out to y'all, man. Okay, Quincy. I wasn't expecting that at all. I wasn't expecting that. That to me might be the most shocking pick. Mm. 6'9", center, young, 263. He must be 263 of muscle. Sheesh. No way he 263. Wow. Anybody know anything about Thomas Sorber? About how good he was with Georgetown? I didn't pay that much attention to Georgetown this year. Mm. This was Miami's pick too. This would have been 14. This would have been 14 if Miami just lost the second playing game to Atlanta Hawks. But Miami don't tank. Wow. Wow. So what y'all think about the first 15 picks? I know Ace Bailey going to Utah was shocking. What other picks were shocking to y'all? I think 8 and 9 were both shocking to me, at least. I wasn't expecting those 2 guys to be drafted before Derek Queen will come on Malawat. But those 2 guys got drafted, and I think now this one too. Carter Bryant may have been another shocker as well. I wasn't expecting him to be drafted right there. But shout out to him. Shout out to him. Suns making moves, but they yeah, Joe. Phone going off right now. Phone going off right now. I know it's late, Joe. You free to get on? You free to hop on for a little bit? Sheesh. Suns are about to be in the third apron, y'all. They haven't really saved any money. Okay. The Memphis Grizzlies have selected seven-footer Hansen Yang with the 16th overall pick. So this pick is actually Portland's pick. So remember they had made that trade earlier. Oh, all right. I think I just saw it too. But Portland Trailblazers have just made their selection with Hansen Yang with the 16th overall pick. I think I've been hearing a lot about I've been hearing his name too. Yeah, out of China. Yeah. Yeah, I heard a lot about him. He can actually shoot, dribble. He nice. He nice. He not bad. They said his draft stock was definitely going up. Okay. All right. Hansen Yang to the Portland Trailblazers. Now the Timberwolves are on the clock. Timberwolves are on the clock. Today is also the 75th anniversary of the first black player being selected in the NBA draft. Mm. Chuck Cooper was that guy. No, Kev. Nothing about the Mavericks moving into the first round. Nothing about the Mavericks moving to the first round. And yeah, Joe, I know. I know, Joe. I know you're upset that y'all don't have a first rounder. But I don't know. Miami and Sacramento was talking for a minute. That was Toss was involved about the 20th overall pick. So something might happen. I don't know. I haven't heard much since then, but I don't know. Who knows? Derek Queen is the 65th Terp selected in the NBA draft and the 21st first round pick to be drafted by a Maryland Terper in the first round of the NBA draft. So, big men in Portland, be careful. A lot of big men go there and get hurt. Yeah, y'all still trying. I don't know if it's anything has been successful yet, but y'all are still looking to do that. I think your best bet is to get a first round pick this year is trading hey, I mean Joe, you know me. You know how it is. You know how it is. I get all the info before it's announced on TV and on the apps. That's just what I do. It's what we do. It's what we do. But I think y'all got to move Sabonis to get into the first round this year. I think that's the only way. I don't think DeRozan's going to get you a first, and I don't think Malik Monk's going to get you a first. So I think if anything happens, if y'all moving into the first round, that means Sabonis is gone. I know you don't mind, but I'm just letting you know. Atlanta got back-to-back picks. They got the 22nd and the 23rd overall pick. But Minnesota is up. AJ, where you at? I know you a Lakers fan, but you support Minnesota. So what Minnesota doing, AJ? This would be a good spot to draft Walter Clayton Jr. Oh, never mind. Pick has already been made, so the Minnesota Timberwolves will take Joan Behringer with the 17th overall pick. Joan Behringer. Out of France. 18-year-old kid out of France. That's okay. He's a center. Why did they draft a center? Are they going to trade away Rudy? That's a confusing pick. Is Rudy about to be traded? They did try to offer him for KD. So I don't know. Maybe that's the sign that Rudy Gobert is going to be on the move. Okay. Okay, Minnesota made their pick. Wizards, you back on the clock. Tomo, Mark, where you at? Y'all back on the clock. What y'all gonna do with the second pick now? What y'all gonna do with the second pick? So I'm hearing that the Miami Heat reportedly like Rui Hachimura and could potentially push for Dalton Connect in that possible Andrew Wiggins trade. That would be interesting. We get Rui and Dalton Connect. I wouldn't be mad at that. I wouldn't be mad at that. I would just want to know what we giving up. But for Rui and him, I'm that's that would be okay. That would be okay. Don't know if it's going to happen, but we'll see. We will see. Yeah. Portland is not trading away Yang either. He's staying in Portland. I want to know what Timberwolves going to do with Rudy because I don't know. I don't know. Maybe is that also mean that Nas Reed might be gone? I think one of those two might be gone. They did try to trade away Rudy to get KD, so maybe he's on the move. I just wasn't expecting him. I thought this would have been a perfect time to draft the point guard right there. I think you draft Walter Clayton Jr. That kind of helps out what you need. That's another guy that can create and can get his own bucket. So I don't know what Minnesota doing right now. But Miami still has an opportunity to draft him if we keep that pick. If he's not drafted by the Wizards. I don't know what's next. This might be something. This man was in the bleachers when he got drafted. Okay. Still 32 strong. Appreciate y'all. Maybe y'all are, Joe. Maybe y'all are I am Walter Clayton Jr. Who knows? But that definitely means that DeRozan and whatchamacallit got to be gone. P.Y. saying Portland's GM is his Portland's GM Joe Cronin his job is on the line. A lot of people wasn't expecting them to draft that guy. Walter Clayton is gone. Tomo, heck of a draft for you, my guy. The Washington Wizards are drafting Walter Clayton Jr. out of Florida. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow. That's a shocker. Was not expecting that. That. Wow. 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 um Miami. Wow. Well, Miami, you're not getting Walter Clayton Jr. So much for loving him. He ain't going to Miami now. He's going to Washington. Wow. Man, that Tomo Wizards. This is a heck of a draft for the Wizards. You get Trey Johnson and you get Walter Clayton Jr. That's a heck of a that's a good pick. That's a good pick. I ain't gonna lie. I'm mad though, because I was hoping that he would fall to Miami. Miami was 2 picks away. Oh man. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. Oh, he not staying in Washington. Oh, wow. He not. Washington is trading Walter Clayton Jr. to the Utah Jazz. He's not staying in Washington. He just got traded. Walter Clayton Jr. just got traded. Wow. 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 Walter Clayton Jr. to Utah. He is not in Washington anymore. He got traded to Utah. Wow. Wow. So what is Washington getting out of this? What's Washington getting out of this deal? Wow. I want to know the full trade details. So now Washington will pick at 21, and they also have Washington's second round pick. I mean, they have Utah's second round pick. So the number 21 and the number 43 pick and 2 future seconds go to Washington. So Walter Clayton go to Utah. Wow. Okay. Wow. Miami. Trade the pick. Something. You gotta do something. You gotta do something because you weren't even able to get Walter Clayton Jr. And now he's in Utah. Brooklyn on the clock now. So what's Brooklyn gonna do at 19? I don't know, but I don't hear any rumblings about Miami possibly trading the pick now. I think they were hoping that Walter Clayton was gonna drop, but that clearly didn't happen. Wow. I was already upset at the KD thing. Now this is all right. Wow. You still got 11 picks to go. What is what's Brooklyn gonna do here? I don't know. What's what's happening? What is happening? I like they being aggressive too. I don't like the fact that they got Walter Clayton Jr. I was definitely hoping he was coming to Miami. Crazy. Yeah, they have been. They have been hoarders since Danny H got there, and they are being more aggressive now. So let's see what they do with these picks too. I think that's again Walter Clayton Jr. That's good. You know, Ace Bailey and Walter Clayton. Hey, that's a solid draft. The Brooklyn Nets are taking Nolan Traore with the 19th overall pick. Nolan Traore with the 19th overall pick going to the Brooklyn Nets. Another French guard. Or another French player. $19-year-old guard. It's a point guard going to Brooklyn. So what are they going to do with Cam Thomas? Some of these picks not making sense to me. I don't know. That means my Miami Heat is on the clock. Mm. I'm going to take another quick, short commercial break. Be back in a minute.
Yo, my name is Lambo Anlo.
This is Dimitri. This is R2L.
My name is Daryl Julian, and this is
Refuse to lose sports.
Refuse to lose sports.
Refuse to Lose Sports.
Refuse to lose sports.
Mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we live in different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me keep on running toes, they gon' take them.
Refuse to lose, built to win. Apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah, no time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win. Yeah, refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah, no time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm ready to win. Yeah, refuse.
All right, y'all. I'm back. Miami Heat on the clock. What you gonna do, Miami? You staying here or you gonna trade it? Walter Clayton's gone. So Pat, Andy, Zoe, Mickey, everybody in that front office, what's happening? What y'all gonna do? You staying pat or you gonna make a move? Ooh, Joe. Joe. Yo, is really being aggressive. They're trading Colin Sexton. Colin Sexton is being traded. Where he's going, I'm still trying to find out, but Colin Sexton is being traded. Wow. Hmm. Who's trading for Colin Sexton? Mavs. Of course, you would say that. Who is this? Okay. Can't do that. The Miami Heat are selecting Kasparis Ja um Jacusionis. Kasparis Jacusionis is being drafted by the Miami Heat. He's out of Illinois. I say he's been compared to Tyrese Halliburton. So we drafted a point guard. I just wasn't expecting it to be this guy. 6'6" guard. He's from Lithuania. So he's a elite level pick and roll playmaker. 6'6" point guard. Got some range too. I just wasn't. He wasn't on my draft board for Miami. Yeah, I'm staying on here for another 15 minutes for the draft. So Wizards are now back on the clock. Wizards back on the clock. Miami made their pick though. Heat Nation, if you're watching, what you feel about that? How do you feel about this? You know, Walter Clayton gone, so don't got him. So we got this guy, elite pick and roll player. He can shoot, facilitate. I don't know. Don't know. That pick is cool. That pick is cool. I'm not too mad at that pick. Still wish it was Walter Clayton, but all good. All good. Apparently, Miami is a potential suitor for Warriors restricted free agent Jonathan Kuminga. I don't know. Maybe Wiggins is going to be back in that. Maybe Wiggins goes back to Golden State. I don't know. I'm not. I don't know. Okay, Wizards made their pick. Washington Wizards are selecting Will Riley. Will Riley, the 21st overall pick. Washington Wizards are selecting Will Riley. Guard, Illinois. Illinois, back-to-back guards. Back-to-back guards out of Illinois. I hope so. I hope so. Hey, we needed a point guard, so that's something that was important. But where's the information on Colin Sexton? Though I heard that he was getting. I saw that he was being traded, but I don't see any details on that yet. KJ to Miami. Okay, Wizards made their pick. Now Atlanta has the next two picks. Back to back, 22 and 23 are owned by the Atlanta Hawks. A little less than 10 more minutes for the live coverage, for my live coverage for the NBA draft. Well, KJ was only one of two freshmen last year that averaged 15, 5, and 4 last year. The other person was Cooper Flag. I'm still waiting on the Colin Sexton information. I heard that he was traded. I saw from one source that he was traded, but I don't see any details. So maybe it's not official. I mean, I guess it would make sense though, because you draft Walter Clayton and you got Colin Sexton, so it makes sense. Hey, I'm still waiting on the information right now too. I'm interested in where Jace Richardson is going to be drafted at. You know, Jason Richardson's son, he played at MSU. I want to see where he's going to go. Who do y'all believe are the biggest winners of the draft right now? I think I might know where Joe might go. I think I might know what Joe might say. But who do y'all think are the biggest winners of the draft so far? Yeah, I knew you was going to go there. I knew you would say that. I knew that automatically. I knew that was your answer. Yeah, we agree, though. I think Utah had the best draft so far. Utah definitely had a really good draft so far. Kev, y'all made one pick. I know you got Cooper Flag, but come on. Come on. I mean, yes, but outside of the number one overall pick. Joe, do you think Cooper Flag can be a superstar, or do you think he could just be a great role player? That's what I've been hearing. Okay. Okay. Glad you put some respect to my boy. You know, Tony Allen said he didn't see superstar. Since AD? Better than Zion? You think so? I mean, Zion hasn't been healthy, of course. Okay, Joe. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. I know your brothers don't agree though. They don't think he's going to be a superstar. At least that's what I heard from them the last time. Some people are calling Hansen Yang the Chinese Jokic. So maybe that's why he was drafted at 16 overall by Portland. Pat, man. What's next? What's next? I'm hoping I get this info about Utah Jazz, man. Like, I'm still. Oh, okay. The Brooklyn Nets are selecting Drake Powell with the 22nd overall pick in the 2025 draft. I forgot they did have this pick as well. So Brooklyn was on the clock, not Atlanta. But Atlanta is now on the clock with the number 23 overall pick. Interesting. Nets have two more first rounders in this draft. But they just drafted Drake Powell out of North Carolina, UNC. Three-point specialist. Good perimeter defender. Although it didn't make a difference at Duke because UNC got swept by Duke, 3-0. Just saying. But athletic wing. Let's see what Atlanta does now. Atlanta's on the ATL's on the clock. Atlanta is on the clock. I'm waiting on this freaking Collins Sexton information. I'm pretty sure no one else said anything about him being traded. But I don't see no details yet. Where's he going? Where is Colin Sexton going? Who needs a point guard? Mavericks do need him. If they trade Trae Young, that'll be crazy. That would be crazy. I know y'all need a point guard, Kev. I said the Mavs. I know y'all need a point guard. I know y'all do. I know. I know. Other than the Mavericks, who else needs a point guard? Suns, yeah. I would like I would like him. Well, yeah, yeah, that could work. It could. But more likely Cat gonna be at the 5. They're gonna have OG and McKill at the 4. One of them two at the 3. And Josh Hart is gonna be at the 2, but I think he should come off the bench, honestly. That's my opinion. I think he should come off the bench. That's my opinion. I think if they go get if Utah trade if the Knicks get Colin Sexton, he should start. I would rather have him start over Josh Hart. Carl, you got your wish. You got your wish. Atlanta will draft Asa Newell at number 23 overall in the NBA draft. So Asa Newell is no longer on the draft board. He's gone, Carl. Joe, I would, Joe. I would start him over Josh Hart. I would. Because he's going to give you defense and he's a better 3-point shooter. Not great, but he's a better 3-point shooter than Josh Hart. I would have him start with I would start that. Come on, who is he being traded for? Okay, I get you. You make sense, Joe. I'm. It's just preference. I'm trying to see if I can get some information on Sexton. What if he got traded to Sacramento, Joe? Would you like him in Sacramento? Or Colin Sexton to Beantown? Maybe. No, you wouldn't like Colin Sexton? Okay. Just throw that out there. Asa Newell to the Atlanta Hawks. Asa out of Georgia. We got 7 picks remaining. Best players available right now: Jace Richardson out of Michigan State, Danny Wolf out of Michigan, Neat Clifford out of Colorado State, Liam McNeely out of UConn, Rashir Fleming out of St. Joseph's. You got Maxime Reynaud out of Stanford, Ben Seraph out of Israel, and Ryan Kalkbrenner out of Creighton. I thought you might be a little interested, Joe. Slightly, a little something. I mean, you said y'all need a point guard. On that Colin Sexton, you know. Joe. I'm actually hearing that the Kings may have a first round pick. That's what I'm hearing. I could be wrong, but okay, no, it's OKC. Okay, all right. The Oklahoma City Thunder are drafting Neat Clifford at the 24th overall. '24th overall. Okay. No, Joe, that's your pick. So the player that was just drafted is Neat Clifford is being moved to Sacramento. So, Joe, you have a first round pick this year. Neat Clifford. Kings select Neat Clifford, 24th overall. Okay. Y'all did something, Joe. Y'all moved into the first round. I guarantee y'all gave up some more picks, though. I know y'all gave up some more picks. Y'all be doing your best to move up into the draft to draft somebody, and y'all did it now. He out of Colorado State. I think he a bucket, if I remember correctly. They say a Swiss Army knife. Yeah, Carl would know more about him than I would. He definitely would. Definitely would. And now we have the Orlando Magic on the clock at 25th overall. Orlando's on the clock, y'all. There you go. Car approves. Car approves. We good. That's what we look for. We look for the approval from Carl. Carl says we good, then we good. All right, it's just 5 picks left. You got Orlando, then Brooklyn got 2, then Phoenix, then Clippers, and that's it. I'll stay on for the. Yep. Orlando Magic are drafting Jace Richardson out of MSU. So Jace Richardson goes to the Orlando Magic. Jace Richardson to Orlando. Yep. I don't know, y'all. I don't know if I'm gonna get the Colin Sexton news. I haven't heard anything else. All I'm gonna say is this is the same source that announced that De'Aaron Fox was getting traded to the Spurs. So before it got announced. So I trust it. Just wait on confirmation. Like father, like son. You know, Jason Richardson got drafted by the Magic, and now his son did. Well, I know he played for them. I don't remember if he got drafted for them, but he did play for the Orlando Magic. So you got that. Yeah, Jason Richardson played 2 seasons for Orlando, and now his son got drafted there. Okay. Okay. Now it's Brooklyn. Brooklyn Nets now. They got back-to-back picks, 26 and 27. Jace asked some shootings to Orlando. Last 5 picks. Let's see who the last 5 are going to be. Trying to do y'all justice by staying on here until I hear something about Colin Sexton, but I'm not hearing nothing right now. So you still got Liam McNeely left. You still got Hugo Gonzalez. You got Danny Wolf still. Let's see who it is. Let's see who it is. $45 million cap space next summer. Come on, Brooklyn. You got the next two picks. What you got? What you got, Brooklyn? You know Danny Wolf. You know Liam. Mm. Brooklyn Nets have selected Ben Serif with the 26th overall pick. 6'6" out of Israel. Say he brings a combination of size, scoring instincts, feel for the game, aggressiveness, and playmaking. Shows supreme timing and creativity operating in the pick and roll. So Ben Serif out of Israel to the Brooklyn Nets. Left-handed guard. So let's see what he does. Let's see what he does. Brooklyn is still on the clock because they had 26 and 27. So they now have their last pick. They already drafted 4, so this is their fifth pick of the first round. So let's see. All right, so I have the update now on the Kings pick to get into the first round. They're sending a top 16 protected 2027 first round pick from San Antonio to OKC in exchange for Nee Clifford, which is the number 24 overall pick this year. That's it for me, y'all. I appreciate y'all for being here for this time. I know we got about 4 picks left. For those in the chats, I'll announce it when it happens then. But I'm out for the night. Appreciate y'all. Have a good night.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.